Hi and welcome back to the third and last part of this New Year's house. I hope you've had a great day and that you are beginning to get prepared for New Year's Eve, because it should be tomorrow as this video comes out. And today we are upstairs in this New Year's house and decorating what will be the bedrooms and also it's an entertainment area as well. We did a large entertainment area downstairs with the kitchen, dining, and combined with the bar and a little seating area. But upstairs you are going to have, one half of it's going to be like the TV room, and the other half is going to be also a seating area where you could just open up the walls. No, not the walls. You shouldn't open up walls, but you could open up the sliding doors, and that goes out to the porch, and just sit there and watch the night sky or the stars, or have a romantic evening, or as we said, watch the fireworks and so on. And you also have some entertainment areas outside on the porch, so that should be nice. The deck is also furnished and ready to be used as space to enjoy parties and have a nice time with your guests. So what I've been talking over right now is the bathroom. I started with that since it's, not really that much fun. They're all about the same, and we talked a lot about bathrooms the last time. And if you missed the whole bathroom thing and want to hear it, watch the previous video, the part 2 of this one where we furnished downstairs. I had an interesting discussion about toilets in my home country and so on. So you could go back and watch that. It will pop up in the end of this video. So heading into the shared space, which is going to be the TV area. Keeping it quite modern and still kind of muted colors in here. I like this wall color where it's very deep purpley color. I usually don't like the color purple, but this one I like because it's so muted. It more like brings in the brown tones and so on. So as you can see, I swapped the little desk, or this little side table, for open fireplace, because I did put a chimney on the roof, and I know I wanted to have somewhere to have an open fire in this place, and this was the place to do it. So I put it in, and then I just put a little table on the side instead. I also continue with this little table behind the sofa, since there's no wall against the sofa. I know there's a big discussion about putting sofas against walls or not, and some people like it, some people don't. But I think that if you do not have the sofa up against the wall, you need to have something behind it, because otherwise, the back of a sofa isn't that good looking. So in some cases, I think that sofas are made to go against the wall to hide the ugliness of the back. But since this place was so big, I couldn't have the sofa up against the wall because it would make the room too big. So I had to solve the problem, and I did by this little table behind. And then I chose these paintings because I think they go well with the colors in the house, the soft pink and purple, and a bit of green and blue are in there as well. And I also put that in the rug. So to complement it, I thought that these paintings would do well and combine the whole room as one whole. And of course we have to have a little plant in the corner because no room is complete without some greenery, right? And the little mirror trick where you make the room bigger by adding a mirror. So as usual, we have to lower the mirrors because they are way too high up. So at least we want it below the border so it doesn't, otherwise if you would hang it up on the border it would slant a lot and it wouldn't look very good. So onto the other side, and I picked these gorgeous pink chairs with a really high back, and I thought that they would make a cute little seating area where you could sit with your friends and discuss. And as I said, there are these big sliding doors that you can open up to the outside, and yeah, you could watch the pond, see the duckies go by and so on. So this is quite a simple area. It's just like a seating area with some art, and I am also going to bring up a little bar up here. I'm going to pick out that little globe bar to put in the corner so you don't have to run downstairs to refill your drink, so to say. So I'll be putting that in the corner in a little bit. And I also put a little flower, a hanging flower in the other corner to make it sort of even. I wanted something in both of the corners and it looked kind of empty over there. So I picked up the paranormal hanging plant in the gold pot to even it out a bit. And in this little bump in, I thought about having some flowers at first, but then I thought, why not have some extra seating? So if you were to have more than 4 people wanting to sit there, you could pull that little sofa or ottoman out and place some guests on there as well, and you could seat more around this little table. So that's what I did, and as you can see, I put out that gold potted plant in the corner and also brought in some hanging plants in the little hallway. And then I remembered that if you want to have a party, you would probably want some music. So do you have a favorite tune? What's your favorite party music? Which song makes you want to really party? Please comment down below. Maybe we can do a great list together by combining each other's favorite songs for New Year's Eve. So please write your favorite song in the comments below. Yeah, so I put in this little record player. They go old style, mostly because I thought the pink one really did match the whole scenery. So that's why I wanted that one. And then we are heading on into the bedrooms, and there is going to be 4 bedrooms, so all of the rooms that are left up here is going to be bedrooms. And there are 2 bedrooms for, well, I think this one is a teenager for sure. The other one is, well, a preteen, I would say. So I guess the bikes were left in the garage last time might have been outgrown. So they have to share that one little bike that was for grown-ups. The whole family shares that one. Or maybe they are just away somewhere else, the other bikes, they are out biking maybe. Since they live on the countryside, I suppose they need to ride the bike to get to places, otherwise it would probably take a long time. And I guess the parents can't drive them everywhere all the time, so it would be good to have some bikes. Yeah, so I put in the bed on one side, and on this other side we're going to have this little desk space where you can do your homework, and we're also going to be putting in a little seating area because this is it's a good sized room for a kid or a teenager, so you can fit a lot of things. And of course we need to have some clothing or places to put their clothing, so we have to have a wardrobe and so on. So that is going to be put in right now over by this wall. And then I thought that this little corner of the room would fit very well to have a little seating area where you could hang out with your friends and sit and chat and talk about all the gorgeous people in the world and so on. So that's what I did over here. And as you can see, the person living here is really, really fond of pink. That's quite obvious by now, I should say. A little music area and also a little book area to sit and read. So I thought this was a cozy little area. And then I gave this teenage sim a computer and not that much clutter on the desk itself. It's just a little lamp and some keys and a mobile phone. But I will be putting in another little bench where they probably store all their stuff, and it's going to be below the bed. So I will be putting in that momentarily. First we are getting a rug, and I thought this was my first choice, but then I didn't think the colors matched, so it's still this rug, but not with the stripes. No, not with the crisscrosses, but with the stripes instead. Yeah, and I also wanted to have a little mirror, which we will be putting in later. But here is this little bench where you could store stuff as a teenager, so you could just open the doors and shove all your things in there that you don't want anyone to see. I actually think this is a quite neat teenager. I think they keep the room quite tidy, so I don't think that's a huge problem. But this is the most cluttered place in this teenager's room. It's on this bench. It's where everything goes that doesn't have a place yet. So yeah, a lot of makeup and some magazines and some decor. And then we have this mirror that I talked about, and it's just a cute little mirror in the corner because there's not that much room, and I will have to scoot it over a little bit because when I put in the curtains right now, they are going to cover up the mirror a little bit, but when I scoot it over, it's okay. You can see most of it, so it's fine. This one was messing with me a bit and didn't want to fit the right way at first. So yeah, this is the teenager's room, and I think it came out great. I would have I was about to say I would have loved to have this room, and yeah, I would have, but I'm not really that much into pink myself, so I might have had it in another color if that was an option. Not to sound ungrateful, but yeah, it's a little bit too much pink for me. But yeah, I wanted to make a pink room, and that's what I did. And here we are on to the next room, and I would say this is a room for a little bit more of a sporty person who's into sports and so on. So it's a little bit smaller room, but it's still a good space in here as well. So we can fit a lot of things in here. I did choose a single bed in here because I knew that I wanted to have a lot of other things in here. So to make room for them, I opted for the single bed in this room. And this room is, well, it's not that messy either. There are some things lying around. There are some shoes on the floors. Maybe they didn't fit inside of the wardrobe we will be adding later, so that's why they ended up on the floor. And there are some little knickknacks on the ground, like some sport equipments here and so on, but I wouldn't say it's I wouldn't stomp my feet in there and tell this kid that you have to clean your room. I think it's fine as it is. Yeah, so the nightstand is almost cluttered, all fine and ready, and we are moving on to the rug that inspired this house in the first place, because I saw this rug. I knew I wanted a blue theme of the room, and then I saw this rug. It's the same rug as in the pink room, but with another in another color, and of course it's not the same. It's blue stripes, and this, is it a horse? I think so. It could be a llama as well. But it looks like it's from a university or college or something like that, and it's their logo. And I think that this sim wants to go to this universe. I don't think the sim is quite old enough to go to uni right yet, but when they do, they want to apply to this university. So they are already a big fan, and they've wished for this rug for a long time, and now they have it in their room, so they are very satisfied with that. And here I had to do the little trick where you put things in every slot just to be able to put things in other places, like I told you about yesterday when we did that little nook below the windows with the pillows. Yes, a dresser. So we have 2 dressers in this room. We have this low dresser, which we are going to be decorating with some knickknacks, and also this wardrobe where you could hang your stuff up. And that little green bag made me want to bring in some green to the room, which I did with this poster. So we have some posters on the wall, no paintings, just posters with, well, sports and some gaming poster, I think. And back to the old problem with the mirrors being too high. So let's lower it again so that we can actually see what we're doing a little bit more. It's still a bit too high. So that's good. That's how we want it. So yeah, we're going to put some knick-knack on this dresser right now, and it's not very excessive. I wanted it to be a clock so that you could see what time it is, and then I also wanted some kind of a plant, and I thought this was something that you could easily handle. It wouldn't die that easy, so you could manage it. If you forget to water it for a while, I think it still will come back when you do. So that's a good plant to have in a teenager's room. And then I put in some other little things, some perfumes or lotions or what it could be, and then just some pictures, probably of this sim as a small baby. And they still have it in the room. And we're going to get a little lamp and also a little beanie bag, a beanie chair, so that they have somewhere to sit and read and have a cozy time as well. Yeah, so that is that room finished. And now we're left with 2 bedrooms. This green one is going to be the parents' bedroom, and we will be changing the green color. I loved this green color when I put it in. I still love it. But as I started to furnish the room, it didn't feel right anymore. It felt like it was too harsh, and it didn't match what was in my mind when I saw it in front of me when the furniture came in. So here's where we're going to change it. It's still going to be a green color, but a much, much lighter green color. Almost like a bit of a yellow tone in it. So this is the green color we are going with. So it's gonna have a green and yellow theme, I would say. It has some yellow little extra spots in there to make it pop and shine. So that's what we're doing, and I love this chair. It seems so simple, and it might not be the most comfortable chair to sit in, but I think the design of it is really cool and simple, and yeah, I thought it fit in the corner, so maybe you could just throw your clothes on it at night and yeah, make it easy for yourself. So yeah, this rug has a little bit of that, well, it's an orangey yellow color in it, but I thought it matched well. And then I knew I wanted to use this. I love these wardrobes. I think they are so pretty. Unfortunately, they don't match in color all that well, so I ended up switching the colors. So this one becomes actually green and yellow with fit with the theme of the rim, so that was good. And the other one stayed in that color that the upper part of the high wardrobe has. So it's the same wood color. And then I went for this gorgeous mirror and just some more paintings, and we keep this room quite simple. It's not overly cluttered. I think these folks living here are quite neat folks, so they don't want a lot of clutter around there. On the minimalistic side, it's not minimalistic here. That's not what I'm saying, but they rather go to the more minimalistic style than the overly cluttered style. And here I try out some different candles, but then I find this little tray with different things, and yeah, it wins over my mind, and I had to put it in there. So that's what I did. And then we need some curtains, of course, because we have this really big, and it's a gorgeous window, but I think you would want to have some curtains that you could pull across to get some privacy when you sleep at night. And I thought this green color of the curtains fit really well. And it's one of my favorite curtains. I use them a lot, as you can see, all over the house. They were in different colors in different rooms, and I loved these when they came. They are so gorgeous. Yeah, moving on. The last room. And this room is going to be like a spare bedroom where you could have guests sleep over. So if you are to have that nice little New Year's Eve party, you might want to house some guests overnight. If they have a drink or two, you don't want them to drive home, and maybe since we are on the countryside, it might be hard time to get a taxi to come out here and fetch your guests. So it's a good thing to have a spare bedroom where you could house your guests. Yeah, so this is also a kind of brownish purple color in here, so it goes well with the living room. It feels like it's an extension of it, and it's also quite a generic room. That's not really what I wanted to say. It's not generic, it isn't, but it's not personal in any style. It's for whomever could fit in here and spend the night, so it's just made to fit anyone, right? And that's what I wanted to say. So we have a cute little mirror, and then we are going to just put some things on the shelf that I think you could want to have as a guest. So a little gift basket if you forget your own lotion and so on. I want to have some lotion after you shower and so on. And I was thinking that there were extra towels in this little weighted basket that you could take with you to the shower. And then we are going to hang up these lovely paintings that I thought fitted in very well with the color scheme. And brown curtains actually in here, because I wanted to tone the purple down even a little bit more, so that's why we went for the brown. And this is, as I said, the last room, and the whole house is now finished, and you are ready to have guests over to stay the night and have a happy new year. And I hope you will have an awesome new year, and I hope you have something fun to do and some lovely people to spend it with. I'm going to spend it with my family, and we used to watch a movie and have a good time together, so that's what we will be doing this year as well. So happy new year to you, and see you next year. Bye.